Oh god. Swap. Yeah. There we go. We did it. It's alive. It worked. Hello peoples. Hello. Welcome to Indie Tuesday. Today we are playing 1 Hour, 1 Life. 1 Hour, 1 Life. Looks like it's gonna be an interesting ride. I wanted to open this page. This is their website, just 1hour1life.com. But their description of the game is very good. You play as one character, everybody else plays as a character. You're going to be born and you need to live for an hour. Not you need to live for an hour. You only have an hour to live. So that sounds fun. Sounds interesting. Going to see how that goes. But if you are interested in this game, yeah, you can go to 1hour1life.com, as is here on this description, and check it out. I'm going to check it out now. It's going to be great. I have never played a single second of this, so I don't really know what to expect. I've seen some small streams of it, but outside of that, I've pretty much not seen anything. Let me just make sure. I'm just going to tweak some settings. And we should be good. Don't forget to record. I am recording. Well, good. Did you do Discord and all that fun stuff? I noticed that the OBS preset was actually set a little bit low, which was causing it to overload on the encoding side. That should be fixed. All right, just fixing some stuff. We got our recording though. We're good. We're good. Sweet. Thank you, John. Hello, Dark Slayer. So yeah, we're playing 1 Hour, 1 Life. I mentioned it just before we started. But there's a link to the game. It's a interesting, fun little game. We're gonna start as a baby. Oh my god, that was loud. Oh, I'm starving. So we're just gonna jump into this. You have not been born yet. This is a tutorial. Click left mouse button to walk. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, this is really loud. You gotta let me know how the volume is for you guys. Hello, Ben Fist. Navigation is automatic. Are we dying? Okay. Off to a great start. We died. Okay. Next life. First one didn't go so great. I'm gonna pay attention to now. What's actually going on? Waiting to be born. Born me. Alright, we have not been born. Click left mouse button to walk. Okay, we're walking. We walk too fast. You can die in here if you're not careful. Oh, well. Navigation is automatic, even when click. Okay. Open the door. Open the door. The door. Got it. I didn't last an hour. False advertisement. No, we're gonna be. This is the adventures for immortality. Okay. Eat the tree. No. All right. Our food meter went up. Can I eat it multiple times? All right. Starvation means certain death. Click the bush to pick a berry. Click yourself to eat. Okay, we're full. Nice. Click and hold near the edge of the screen to keep walking in the direction. Useful for long journeys. Can I click on myself to eat more? Yes. Taking a berry for the road. Click on the branch to pick it up. Okay. Oh, I have the berry in my hands. My mouse accuracy is not so great. What's this guy usually do? Because I don't remember following. You most likely end up following because of giveaway within Uplay. But we play a bunch of different games. We are a Ubisoft channel based out of Massive. And every other Tuesday we play little indie games. Some sweet indie games. Discover the hidden gems of the gaming world. Or not so hidden gems, but sweet games. I haven't joined any giveaway on Twitch. That I'm not sure. You play most likely. You use Gleam. Okay, bowl of water. Plaster. What am I supposed to be doing? No, nothing happens. Ah, okay. I can right click the drop. Gimme. I need to figure out exactly what I need to do. So, a knife. No, I'm not hungry. Ah, make a sharp stone. Sharp stone plus stone equals stone pile. How do you... Okay. This ain't so bad. Hey, we did it. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need to do here. Stone plus big hard stone equals stone. Shovel plus big hard rock equals dug big rock. Okay, take it with me. Tab shows that a sharp stone works on many things. Control tab. Oh, I'm hungry again. These are a bit harder to eat than berries. Can I eat them? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Where's the berries? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna die. Run back to the berries. Where are they? Where are they? Give me the berries. Give me the berries. Drop the stone. Eat. Alright, we saved ourselves. Alright, we have sharp stone. So don't exactly... Okay, make a sharp stone. Take it with you. So how do I make a sharp stone? Control tab, Z tab. Okay. You're probably pretty hungry at this point. These are a bit harder to eat than berries. Okay. We're full. Happy face. A chain of unique foods increases a variety bonus multiplier above your food meter. Eating a meh food breaks it. How do I know if it's a meh food? Interesting food. It's a wild onion. Ah, we have a yum meter. Is a... Yes. Eat it. Okay. Now that's a little hard to understand. Just watch your yum and meh. Okay. I got that. Yum and meh. We're at ×3 right now. A mono... no, too far. A mono diet is way less efficient than a diet full of variety, but of course sometimes you have no choice. Probably. No. Yes. Make a basket. Right click on the basket. Right click on the basket. Uh-oh. We lost our sharp stone. Where's the sharp stone? Give me the sharp stone. No, we don't want that. We want this. Make a basket. Right click on the basket. Where's the basket? Does anybody see a basket? Read plus read bundle equals basket. These sounds are 10 out of 10. How do I combine things? Right click the basket to put the sharp stone. But I don't have a basket. Clay. That's not... Is this clay? No. Please censor it. I don't think there's an option. I think we're alright. Give me a berry. I don't want to die. Phobia. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't think there's an option. Doesn't seem to be. All right, hold on. I don't know how to make a basket. So to make a basket, right click the basket, but I don't have a basket. Did I miss a basket that I was supposed to pick up? We're going on a hustle. We're not gonna last very long. I have a feeling it's just not gonna work out for us. I just want to put this there. We're gonna die. I don't know how to make a basket. What is that? Meh? Can I eat this? Oh, nice. There was something I could eat. Make a basket. Right-click the basket to put the sharp stone inside. If I pick this up... Okay. Read bundle plus read bundle. I did it. Yes. All right, we got it. I figured it out. I'm smarter now. Click to open it. Watch for more vertical doors up ahead. Drop the basket. Right click to remove the stone. Put some food in the basket. I'll put that there. What is this? Wild carrot. Give me this. Pick it. Pick it. Uh-oh. Do we need this? Ah, we do. Oh, I don't want to die. Eat it. Yes. We have understood. Put that in the basket. Nice. Attack. Put that down. Yes. No. No. Yes. Combine the reads. We got this. What the heck is this game? This is 1 hour, 1 life. It's a survival-ish game. You spawn as a character and you have 1 hour to live. Your whole life lasts an hour. And yeah, I'm doing the tutorial right now, so I'm kind of lost, and we're gonna see how this goes. Hold space to freeze the camera while you work in one area. Now you can. Ooh. Door. What are the wooden box? I can take this. Can I take the whole thing? No. Kindle plus. Okay. Oh, we got some bushes. You have to let me know if the sound balance is alright. So this is kindling plus kindling equals kindle pile. If I take this now, so we still have kindle. So if I put this there, we have no. We need more. If I put this there, can I combine that? No. If we put this in the fire. Yes. Okay. Oh, well, I could have done that, but I didn't. I would like my basket, please. Nice bush. Listen, alright. It's a game. We can handle this, chat. We can handle this. This is about survival. If I put this down and I right click on it, I pull things out of the basket. Yes. Alright. Let's go. Oh, you consume more clothing when your temperature meter is in the middle. Stand by the fire to warm up. Okay. Nice. So we have to balance our hunger and our kind of the way we're moving around with the fires. We keep a good temperature. I'm guessing if we get too warm, yeah, it speeds up hunger. So I don't want to do that. Make me warmer. All right, we're on the move. Hold heat in a larger area. Okay. Like a whole heat mechanic. Yes, warm. Nice, right in the middle. Let's go. Cold areas dramatically increase your hunger rate. Warm areas. Oh, warm up before crossing the snow. Clothes reduce your rate. Okay. Yes. I am cave person. So what is this? Turkey feather. What is okay? Rabbit loincloth. Fur hat. That seems to be probably the best. What's in this basket? Oh, fur shoes. What? Give me those. Ah, okay. I can equip them like that. Got it. No, 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 no. Come back. I gotta remember to click on myself. Yes. I'm a master at this game. Food. We're full. Alright. Nope. Get warm. We're gonna move. We're going on a move soon. We're going through the snow now. Go, go, go. Yes. Easy. Clothing can protect you from heat too. Okay. Press enter and type. Hello. You can say longer and longer phrases as you get older. Oh my god, that's hilarious. You're only gonna be able to speak like one word when you're really young. Okay, so I can just cycle up and down to go through that. Okay, got it. Oops. We'll say hello again, but this time with an apostrophe. Say, I am Jones. I am Jones. Mouse over yourself. Nice. Eve Jones the 6th. Oh, wait. Say, you are Sally. You are Sally. Oh, when I have a baby. That makes sense. I don't have anything right now. Hold the stone, then say /hatchet. Oops, wrong language on the keyboard. To show you only hatchet making steps within the tab, a much shorter list. Sharp stone plus straight branch equals long straight shaft. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. What? Make a hatchet to chop kindling, get the fire going again, light the torch. Okay. Final challenge. Okay. Then rope plus short shaft. Do we have any rope around here? Fur clothes. How do we make rope? I'm gonna go back and get my basket. It's very important. No, I can't get my basket. So sharp stone plus straight branch. Wait, so we already have that. Long straight shaft is what we wanted. Rope plus short shaft equals tied short shaft. But how do we make rope? Oh, hungry. Give me that. But how do we make thread? That makes sense. Thread plus thread equals rope. Combine. No. I guess I need more rope. These sounds are 10 out of 10. So sharp stone. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd my sharp stone go? Friend. Tied short shaft. Don't I have the tied short shaft on me? This is a sharp stone. Yes. Okay. To chop kindling. Where do we chop the kindling from? Oh god. What are you doing down here? Ah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where do we chop the kindling from here? Aha. Yes. Oh, put that back on. No, put that back on. Ah, my mouse sensitivity. My mouse... No, wrong button. Chop it. Chop it. Okay, we can't put anything else in there. But we can make a big pile of kindling. Light the torch. Firebrand. Long straight shaft. Okay. We did it. They daily put a rattlesnake as provided for your convenience. I mean, that's if what if I don't want to die? Mouse sensitivity. Not my mouse sensitivity. My mouse aiming skills seem to be doing not so great. I don't seem to be able to aim very well. Deadly snakes! Attack! Ow. What is going on? Can you attack me, please? Eat him. You died. Age 33. Killed by rattlesnake. I think I did pretty good. Get reborn. Alright, let's do this. Now this is being born for real. Yes! Hello. No. I am Jackson. Okay. My name is Jackson now. Okay. What do I get to do? He's making me warm. Save me. What is happening? I don't understand. I'm cold. Yeah. Yes. I'm only one letter. I can't do anything. Only one letter of typing. Okay. Pick me up and put me down. Alright, yes, thank you. Make me warm. Protect me. Jackson needs help. My name is Jackson Yoon. Okay. Can I do anything? Oh, they put pants on me. This sounds... Alright, where are we going? Mother. Oh man, so many dead people. You gonna put me in a grave? Don't put me in a grave. Where are we going, Mom? Marry you and your mother. Where are we going? Take me somewhere. Save me. Save me, I am your child. Oh, we found something. Food. Feed me. May I borrow needle? Can I type yet? Hi. Hell. Hi. Mom. I'm just gonna type like this. Hiya. Dead rabbit. Skinned rabbit. Rabbit fur. 4 pieces of coat. Oh my god, what is happening? It's so fast. Sorry. Just, Am I gonna die? Alright, mom saved me. But man got old. There's an old person here. My second cousin once removed. I'm hungry. I don't know what's going on. Home marker here. What? No, how do I communicate with one word? Yes. Are you new? Yes. Don't let me die. Be nice to me. Well, make home marker. How? Ah, sharp stone. I know. Hit with sharp stone. Okay. A home marker. I'm gonna put no, put that down. Oh no, I'm messing everything up for them. Home marker. Sharp stone plus home marker. Hit with sharp stone. I need to go find a sharp stone. Like that? No. Done? Question mark? No, now. Hit with round stone. Okay. Now? Yay. Hungry. Berries. No, I don't die. No, put things down. Put them down. No, I don't want to die. Mom. It's close. Whew, close. Close. All right, we're good. We're alive. What do? What do? Please help. Okay, so do you know how to farm? Maybe? What farm? How do I ask what do I farm? To keep berries alive. No. What do? Okay, gotta get a bowl. I got a basket. Does that count? Does a basket help? Look, Mom. Mom. Oh, wait, no, that's not my mom. Where's my mom? Is this Mom? Yes, hello, Mom. Okay, so go get some soil with bowl. Okay. Okay. I'm hungry already. Get soil with bowl, okay? Take it to languishing berry. Dry. Vigorous. Ah. Then water it. Ah. My evil brother! Okay. Ah, no, I picked up that. How do I see what kind of berry it is? Vigorous. You are Tilly. Hello, Tilly. Brother! Where's all the painful, dry? Domestic. Domestic. I don't know. Empty? No. I don't know how to tell if a berry place is good. Languish. There. Oh. You can kind of see it. How do I water it? Water it. Mom, where are you? Is it a bowl full? Do I have a bowl full of water? Bowl of water. Aha, got it. Okay, soil first and then water. That makes sense. Dry. Vigorous. Nice. Alright, we're farmers now. My job is the berries. I will keep these berries alive with whatever means I have, and I will eat them so I don't die. I'm gonna win. We're gonna live for an hour. We need some soil. Vigorous. We gotta look at the colors of them. All these ones look pretty good. This is a nice... Oh, Grandpa! Who is this? My uncle. Hello, Uncle Jimmy. That's so entertaining to me. Uncle. There. Alright. Gotta get some water. I will not let you down, Mom. This one needs some soil as well. Oh, I put stuff in my backpack on accident. How do I... Oh my god, that's amazing. I should just put... Aha! How much stuff can I put in my backpack? Is the real question. Okay, I don't think I can put more in my backpack. Vigorous, me. Alright, all of them are good. Farming masters. Vigorous. Where's Mom? Mom. My first cousin. My aunt. I don't know where my mom is. Where's my mom? No. Where's Mom? Uh-oh. Languished. Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright, we're going to water this now. Alright. So I want to take something out of my bag. No, put it back on. Right click. Eat. Yes. Right click. No. Right click. No. Left click. Right click. On my face. Yes. Perfect. Everybody's so fat. Oh, I took off my first shoe. Oh, put it back on. Pick that up. There we go. Alright, where are the ones that need to be replenished? I'm too good at my job. All of them are good. Hi. His aunt. Did my mom die? Oh, Mom! Mom! What do I do? I did berries. Mom! Teach me. Thanks, Mom. Is that it? I don't have a new job. I just do berries. Is my function in life berries? Empty. Eat. Where is fam? Here. Wait. Actually, no clue. Sorry. Am new. Famp. I love all the Famp plot. Save him. Do I do more berries? Oh. Berries. Or what is next? Okay. We are king of the berries. Give me this. Where's my bowl? King of berries. Yeah, that's basically me. This is dead. I need to water it. Give me the water. Nope. Wait, did I do it? Nice. This one needs to be saved. There's 2 more that need to be saved. I love the fact that you like can't type when you're young and your sentence is super limited. Even though I can form like 4 words. My eyes aren't super good with the color though. The color difference on these greens isn't super easy for me to see. So I'm going to be mousing over them a lot. I am the backbone of this community. I'm keeping them alive with berries. Put in my backpack. No, backpack. Can I? Or maybe my backpack's full. No, what? I put the berry in the backpack. Eat it. Alright. King Gabe first. What is it? King of Berries, first of his name. No, my name is Jackson Loon. Yeah, Jackson Yoon is my name. My mom gave me this name. Thanks, Mom. This is my mom. Hi, Mom. Should I go explore and just see what happens? Look, I don't get to choose my name, okay? It's just they gave me this name. No. He's stealing my job! My first cousin once removed is stealing my job. Get out of here. I am berry person. Alright, this one needs some. No, we want to remove the water. What can I do to remove the water? Yeah, there. No. Put the water back in the well. Alright, save this one. Can I get water from that well, or do I have to go over here? Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. I will not let my mom down. My sole purpose in life is to make mom proud. How do I, if my mom dies, do I know? Or does she just disappear and you just never see them again? What's up here? Family rabbit hole? I don't know if I should be up this far. I'm wandering away from home. This is how we die. Hungry. Aha. Home is here. Hello. Hi, Mom. Oh my god, it's Gabe. Hello. I am Gabe. I'm gonna eat my berries in my bag. Can I fill up with nope? How's it going, Wijion? I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. The quest to immortality is what we're on right now. And by quest to immortality, I mean we're becoming the greatest berry farmers of all time. My job in this community is to keep these berries alive. I have a mustache. Is that a mustache? Does my character have a mustache now? Are those other players? They are. So this game's called One Hour One Life. If you want to go to onehour1life.com, you can get a little bit more of an understanding of what the game is. But basically, everybody's a player. You spawn in as a baby. You can't really do much as a baby. You have to rely on your mother to take care of you. And your mother, sets you up for success. My mother gave me the very important role of keeping the berries alive. And I have now realized that I put my bowl in my backpack. But I have to keep the berries alive by gathering some soil and watering them. And that is my... I'm like the butter person, or the butter robot in Rick and Morty. This is my purpose in life, and only this. Give me these. Put it in my backpack. I've never played this game, so this is a good introduction to see kind of how things are going, how things work. I'm full. See, also when you're a baby, it's super funny because you can only speak. You can only type out, like, that's as much as I can type out right now. Like, what are we doing here? I can't type any more than that. When you're a baby, you can only type, like, one letter, so it's, like, super rough communication, obviously, because you're a baby. But you only last an hour, so you'll see, like, some characters are super old. This is a young character, a middle-aged character. That's my mom, I think. Yeah, my mother. Hello, mother. But yeah, it's just, so you die after 1 hour? Yeah, your lifespan is only 1 hour in the game. So you live and do as much as you can, and then you respawn as a baby. This is my first life. Oh, I mean, technically, I had a life in the tutorial, but we got eaten by snakes because I wanted to get to the main game. But yeah. And the sound effects are 10 out of 10. So far, I've died the snakes in the tutorial, but you can also like die from hunger. So I have this food meter at the bottom. Also, I also realized I'm not keeping a great eye on my temperature. This is seeing my mother, Mary Yoon. My name is Jackson Yoon. Good stuff. I'm putting a wall here. Vigorous. Do I need to like water these too? What happens if I water them? Boop, boop. Okay, I can't. I cannot. Let's put that water back. Save the berry bush. Yeah, all these other take knife. Who's this? Who's this related to me? This is my cousin once removed. That's my mom. There's a baby. That's my first cousin. And this is my first cousin. This is my first cousin once removed. Be safe. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Mom. Mom. Yes. Notice me, Mom. Bushes are good, Mom. Make sure to. Take last berry. Okay. You never noticed me, Gabe. What do you mean? Hi. Are you in game? Are you my mom? Alright, gotta make sure to take the last berry. Eat it. Put it in my bag. Also, now that you're older, am I being promoted? Oh my god. Mom, you should be eating pies and whatnot. Where are the pies? We got popcorn. Can I put this in my bag? And stew. Nice. I will eat this and watch the berries. Is that good, Mom? How do I see how much time I have left? Soon TM. Oh yeah, code school. Okay, berries are sheep and what? What? Children and elderly. What does that even mean? Code school. Yeah. When code school when? The berries. Okay. So I do sheep. Pies fill out most of your food board and has 4 bites. Okay, cool. Oh no, Mom's getting old. Mom, be careful. No. Okay. What do I do? Pies are for the youngins. What do I do now, Mom? You, my son? F Mom. Mom old. Look at Mom. Okay, got a clay crock. Can I cook? Let me take a look-see. Okay, Mom. Help me out here, Mom. I lost Mom. Where'd she go? Is that Mom? No. More babies. H. Hi. Hi, hi, baby. Oh, this is so funny. Hello, Mom. Follow me. Okay. Got it. Let's go. What are we doing? Plant some carrots. Okay. I don't know how to plant carrots. Need a hoe. Okay, we need to get a hoe. Oh, we're not going over there. That looks like death. There's arrows here. What am I gonna do with when my mom dies? She's getting all old. I'm lost without her. That's an axe. That is not a hoe. Where are the tools? Leave one sheep unsheared. Hungry. No, put it back on my back. Eat. Nice. Where is the hoe? Damn. 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 Uh-oh. Put it back. This little kid running around with the basket. I don't know why that's who's this to me? My first cousin. This is my first cousin. This is my first cousin once removed. No, that's my mom. Hey, mom. Don't think we have one. Damn. Hello, Cheshire Cat. Damn. Damn, what do I do? This is my first cousin once removed. First cousin once removed. Ask other people. Okay. No. No. Mom. Mom's gonna die. Oops. You could search for iron. It looks like no iron. How do I do that? Oh, do I have a beard now? Yes. My character has a sick beard. So how do I search for iron? Good luck. Good luck, baby. Thank you. That's so funny to me. Just these little characters like, aha. All right, how do I look for iron? We're going out on an adventure. Rabbit hole. Okay, what? They just pick up a rabbit. Iron spawns on the ground. Okay. Well, this is not a stone and clay biome. Okay. What's this game about? So this game is called 1 Hour, 1 Life. All these other people running around that look humanoid are like me. They are players, and you spawn as a baby to a mother who gives you a name. Did mother just die? You spawn as a baby to a mother who gives you a name. Like my name is Jackson Yoon. And you just do stuff to keep your community alive. I was responsible for the... Oh my god, look at this. Oh no! My mom died! No! Mom! Can I get some F's in chat for mom? My mom, big dead. Rip. Alright, we're gonna put this in my backpack. Find the gray biome first, then just get explored and take a pie and a basket with you. Okay. I think there's a gray biome to my right there, but we'll grab this basket. Alright, let's go. Mom, I have nothing to live for. Alright, I'm going. Rip old grave there. Limestone. Is limestone useful? Should I grab limestone? There's a bunch of different rocks here, but I don't know what's useful. What is that? It's got like a whole cart. Flint, flat rock, stone. Are there animals you can kill? I'm not really sure. Maybe. I'm gonna guess yes. I went close to a rabbit, but I think it ran away. Only grab iron. Okay. What does iron look like? Clay deposit. An egg. big hard rock. We're gonna go away from the snow so we don't freeze. Make sure I don't go too far away. There was a lot of stone down there, but there's not much up here. Dead boar. Oh, the penguin. Hey there. Oh, it's a horse. It's a wild horse. Jesus, scared me. Put that down. I'm gonna grab pie. Eat the pie. Can we eat the pie, please? Uh-oh. Oh no! I grabbed the raw pie. Uh-oh. That might be a problem. Oops. Uh-oh. I grabbed the raw pie. No. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Like, I haven't gone that far away, and I still have some berries on me, so I think we can spare a little bit of time, run around. So I haven't found. Okay, no, we're going back. I'm freezing, so we're losing food levels real fast now. Hustle. Hustle home. The graphics on this MMO are pleasant. They're great. The sound effects are 10 out of 10 as well. Go, go, hustle home. We're gonna be fine. Yes. Some gray biomes? Okay. Where are the cooked pies? Let's, oh, I left my basket somewhere too. Damn. We're gonna go ahead and, put this on. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna put it on that plate. I want this one. Nope. Nope. I want. Eat that. Put the plate down. Nope. Put the plate down. Bad plates. We want to take that pie. Yes. You lost your hair. Yeah, I lost my hair. I'm getting old. I'm like, now I'm getting old. I don't know how long I've been alive. I think I've been alive for like 30 minutes maybe? I don't know how long. Do you have like there's no countdown, I'm guessing. This feels like a game that wouldn't tell you exactly when you're supposed to die. You're just going to drop dead. My mom dropped dead right next to where she first taught me how to do the berries. Gray biome. So it was we came full circle there. As soon as I see iron, I'll at least be able to like identify it going forward, so I don't need a mouse over everything. I'm guessing it looks a little bit different from everything else. Flint, stone, flat rock. Oh God! No! I've been attacked. Am I dead? No. Boar with piglet was defensive, and I ran too close. Oh, those look terrifying. Am I gonna die? Is there a way to save me? Or am I just bleeding and it will eventually just die forever? Well, I'll die forever. There's no resurrection in this game. RIP. Am I dead? No, don't say that. How do I save myself? Tell me. No! Damn it. We bled out. Well, that was our first life. We made it to age 36. Killed by wild boar with piglet. Yeah, we're super dead. Rough. You made it to my 36. We died. No. Alright. But best phase of this game so far is when you're a baby and mom has to take care of you. Yeah, life's rough. Life is rough. Get reborn. Here we go. This is the best part. You can only type one letter. Ugh. Hi, Mom. What's my name? Oh, I am H. I can't. Which one am I? I don't have a name. You. You are Moa. I am Moa. Moa Jury. Yes. Keep me warm, Mom. Cook me. I'm a yum. I'm a yum. Hi. No, I can only do one letter. Come on. What is he saying? If he can do 3 letters, I can only do 1. Oh, sick. We all got black hair. Hi. I keep getting picked up and just put down. Oh no. What is my role? Put me in the fire. Cook me. What is life? What is life? I'm just hanging out. I don't know what my mom is doing with me right now. She's just picking me up and putting me down. Is she trying to hatch me? What, like keep me warm? She's learning how to be a parent. She's just feeding me and keeping me real. I'm like super warm now. I'm burning. Get me away. I don't want to burn. I wonder if you can have like multiple kids at the same time? Or is it only one? Why are you putting me back on the fire? I feel like I'm too warm now. I want to be in the middle. Are these all my cousins? Moa and Hoy. What is this reference? I don't know what this reference is. What's Moa and Hoy? Is this some cool reference I'm missing out on? You are Judith. Yes. Yeah, Jason is actually ready. So one of the developers, or the developer, I think I can see, I will ask him, is actually going to join me for a quick call. We're going to talk about this game. So if you have any questions, do ask them in chat. Just gonna, if you want to go to 1hour1life.com, that's their website for the game. But yeah, otherwise, 1 second, just as I get this set up. I'm just setting up some links. Save Moa. Save Moa. Do we have to save Moa? I'm probably gonna die because I'm trying to get this set up. I don't even know what's going on in game right now. Oops, I opened my own stream. Look, we're still alive. Okay, hold on. I'm starving though. There are berries. I have found the berries. But is my job gonna be just berries again? Where's mom? That's not mom. My aunt. Your mom. Mom. What do? Will it be Oh my god, you're the worst. This will not be unbearable. Nice. Let's do this. Connecting. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
It's going good, man.
Nice. I just figuring out and exploring this game. If you want to introduce yourself to the stream, and everybody will watch the VOD after this, and on our YouTube and such.
Yes, my name is Jason Rohrer. I'm an independent game designer. I've been making video games for about 15 years now, and 1 Hour One Life is actually my 19th game.
Ooh, 19th. What came before that? That's a lot of games. I've worked on a total of 2.
Well, but you're working on them in AAA, right?
Yeah, but still, come on, 19 to 2. That's a difference.
So the game, the most noteworthy game that came right before this is about 4 years ago. The Castle Doctrine, which was also on Steam, is a massively multiplayer game where you're building like security systems in a house and breaking into the security systems of other people.
Nice.
So that is my previous game, and then going back in time even further, inside of Starfield Sky, I was also on Steam, which is like this infinite recursive shooter where it's a 2D shooter where you're flying around and aiming with the mouse, but every enemy can be entered, and there's a whole new world inside every enemy.
Oh, that sounds...
Every power-up can be entered, and you can enter yourself. So like, you're going down inside an enemy, and then you're flying around inside there, shooting things, and then you see another enemy in there, and you can go down inside the enemy, right? And change things from inside out.
That sounds crazy.
So there's that, and then go back even further. You got Sleep is Death, which was this 2-player kind of storytelling game where one player is the main character in the story, and the other person is the controller, which is essentially the man behind the curtain who's controlling everything else in the world, right? So imagine you're the main character in like a little kind of pixel art kind of comic book, and you ask another character in the game a question, because you could type, and you could type anything you want to say, and you can move around the world and so on, and the character responds to you like they're actually not a broken robot, right? This is possible because all the other characters that you're looking at are puppets that the controller is controlling behind the scenes. So the story can kind of grow around you, right? As you, the character, do something that the controller's not expecting. You're taking 30-second turns, right? So
you seem to
I make my move, and then you take a turn as the controller trying to make all the characters react to whatever I did. And you could do something totally unexpected, and the game still works, right? Unlike other games where you you try to burn down the house or something and nothing happens, right?
You seem to
In this game, if you try to burn down the house, it could actually start burning down.
Oh, that's usually a side effect of burning down something. From playing this so far and what you've described, you seem to like the kind of the things that bring a lot of engagement. Especially, I mean, this game, like, this is probably one of the more entertaining things I've ever done, but being spawned in as a baby and having one letter to type. And you can't do anything else other than just type one letter, and like, I just sat there and was like, I don't understand what's happening. I'm being put down by a fire, and then being picked up, and then being put down and being picked up. And I became the master of watering berries and putting soil on berries.
Right.
I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do past that right now. I tried to wander around, and I got attacked by a boar, and ended up losing my first character, unfortunately.
It's a big, complicated world.
Yeah, I thought so. I in my head when I was looking over the game, I was like, oh, okay, so I'll spawn randomly, but it is random because now I'm in a completely different area. I thought I would end up in like the same community-ish that I was part of before, but now I'm somewhere completely different with a bunch of people that have black hair instead of blonde hair.
Right. So there's probably, I'd say, around 10 kind of thriving communities or villages on the server at any one time. Roughly that amount. I don't know. I mean, there's some other more primitive camps and things that just have 1 or 2 people in them. But yeah, there's a lot of variety, and and that's all just on this one server. I mean, there's other servers as well, right?
Yeah. So I need to
most
ask
likely
though.
spawning on the main server here.
Yeah,
The
probably.
big server.
I need to ask though, who did all the sounds?
Oh, that's so I did everything in this game.
Okay.
From scratch, right? So I all the pictures that you see were painted by me on paper with like real watercolors and colored pencil and stuff, and then all the characters and all the trees and everything were drawn by hand with pen and ink, and then scanned in on a scanner off of paper. And so I'll get into why I did that in just a second, but the sound, to answer your question more directly, the sound effects are my voice, right? Because so like, I don't know, like the baby crying, right? Like or like chopping a tree.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like, I mean, it obviously sounds like someone trying to, like, doing mouth noises, basically. But it's great because, yeah, like, picking up soil is just like, kung kung. And you're like, what? Kung kung? Yeah, it's great. Someone in chat asked what tools you made to make the game.
Yeah, so I also made the tools from scratch. So this isn't like an engine. This isn't done in Unity or anything. This is, I guess, basically an engine that I coded myself.
And it's open source, right?
Yes, it's all open source. It's all on GitHub.
Ah.
So there is an editor. I mean, the editor is on GitHub if you want to compile it. I have not released it as a binary yet because it's my tool. It's not really. I don't want to do tech support for it right yet.
That might add
I'm
up.
too busy finishing the game, right, to like help people figure out how to use the editor. But a bunch of people have compiled it and used it. So the editor. So the goal of this game is to make the biggest crafting game ever, right, in terms of like interactive objects and things. You can already see that there's just a ton of stuff in this game.
Yeah, I've learned to basically water and soil berries, so.
But on the screen right now, we're looking at, just at least as you're panning around here with the camera, there's like probably 150 different things around you. Now there's 2,800 total of the game so far, different interactive objects, right? And I'm trying to get the goal, and I don't know if I'm going to reach this goal, but the sort of pie in the sky goal that I kind of set for myself long ago is 10,000, right? Could you imagine a game with 10,000, and not, like a lot of games have like maybe 10,000 objects, like Diablo or something, where it's like the same sword with like
a different name.
Different name or different properties. I'm saying no. These are actually different objects, right? Like the hammer, the smithing hammer works different than the hatchet in this game, right? And they have different functions and they're made different ways. And so I'm trying to get to just not just reskinning the same object over and over again, but actually trying to kind of recreate the fabric of our world and all the different, like we probably each have 10,000 objects in our homes, right? That are each unique, right? Like all the stuff in our kitchen drawers, all the stuff in our closets. Like Katamari Damacy, the king says, like, my oh my, the world really is full of things, or something like that. Because there's just all this stuff that human beings have created, right, for one reason or another. And so I'm trying to sort of capture that. And if I'm going to do that, like I'm going to take on this crazy project, and I'm going to do it all by myself, right? Then I need to have a way to get this stuff in there quickly. I can't be sitting there in Photoshop, like tweaking artwork and cleaning stuff up. So I was like, the only way that I can do this is if I draw it on paper, because that's the fastest thing. That's the fastest, most straightforward way. So what if I could draw a whole sheet of different objects on paper, scan them all in, and then the editor that I created does something I've never really seen before, but it automatically cuts out drawings on paper and gives them nice anti-aliased edges without any cleanup. So there's no like, I don't ever sit there in Photoshop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, drawing a moving character with like animations and stuff like that, then that means you're like you've had to individually draw all that.
So so I drew all the body parts as separate little bits of pen and ink, right? So like the arm has like a hand at the end and then a joint at the elbow and so on, and the legs are each little pen lines, right? But so those get all scanned in and they get cut out automatically by this software that I've written that looks for paper basically and kind of finds it like almost like the inverse of a flood fill. It's just like finding its way into the edge of the paper and finding where the pen lines start. So it cuts all that out and makes these nice little bits and pieces, almost like a paper doll, right?
That's crazy.
So then I also have an animation editor as part of the editor that really allows animations to be thrown together extremely quickly. So it's all based on harmonic motion. So which is just sine waves, right? Like sine waves of rotation and movement can actually make someone look like they're walking and everything else as long as there's joints. So, animating these like walking characters probably takes like a half hour or something. It's pretty quick. And of course, they're all the characters using the same animation once I got it down. But like the fire, you could see like, oh, the flames on the fire are just kind of wiggling back and forth, basically, and then there's stuff rising up at a certain speed. All that stuff is basically these little sliders. You click a sprite and say, I want this sprite to wave back and forth at this speed, and you drag the slider around until it looks right.
That's crazy. I did something to my character and I became kind of green. I don't really know what I did.
Oh, did you get bitten by mosquitoes?
Oh, maybe. I was like,
were you helpless for a little while?
oh, I just sat by the fire and hoped I didn't die for a bit.
Yeah, so if you probably got yellow fever.
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy.
They're in the jungle mostly.
Okay.
But yeah, so once you get sick, if you get sick or wounded, then you're not allowed to hold anything until you recover. If you're wounded by an animal or something, you'll die unless somebody like
I experienced that. I have this. So apparently, my previous mom was telling me I need to eat pies after I've been done being a baby. So I've grown up, but I have no idea. I have a raw pie in front of me. I don't even know what to do with it.
Okay, yeah. So there's that. There's an oven right there.
Yeah.
That looks like a kind of a U-shaped kind of thing of adobe there with a black hole in the center. But that's a cool oven, so you need to put some kindling in there.
Okay, kindling.
And then once you put the kindling in there, you take like a shaft and light it in the fire, like the straight shaft.
Yes, I did that. Yeah, I did that in the tutorial, but I need to find how to. Here.
Yeah, if you can you find a hatchet and then chop a branch or use an axe on a branch or something.
Oh, not on the ripe wheat. I don't know what I'm doing there. That makes no sense. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, now I got some chopped tree with firewood.
Yeah, so you need to, take it. I think if you take a piece of firewood. And
I'm gonna die. Eat a berry quickly. So I'm curious because you mentioned before that you wanted to kind of create like a huge game basically with like tons of different crafting. Is that kind of where this idea came from, or like what made you want to create this? Because this is a pretty unique concept. I think is the easy way of saying that.
Yeah. So I'm 41 right now, and I was getting close to turning 40 when I was working on this game. And I also have children, right? So I have my oldest child is 15 years old, and my youngest is 8. So I have three kids who are all growing up right before my eyes. And at this point in my life, I'm like probably more than halfway through my life, and I'm definitely the no longer the main character in the story. I'm just like probably a side. Oh, grab a branch off. Yeah, if you grab a branch off that tree and chop that'll make it.
Okay, so I can pull a. Oh, I can pull branches off. The more dead trees, I guess.
Well, no, you'll just see like that maple tree there has. A branch
okay, got it. Perfect. And then if I chop it with the little axe I have. Or.
Yeah, chop it with the hatchet.
Yes.
So I'm a side character in someone else's story right now, right, for the most part. And so it's reflecting on that, reflecting on how we're all kind of a lot of we sort of tell the story of human history, and then we're like, there were these cavemen, and then there was this like these early ages and early civilizations like the Greeks and the Chinese, and then eventually there was the Roman Empire, and then eventually there was the Dark Ages, and then there was the Renaissance, and then there was this, and then there was the Industrial Revolution, and then the Information Age, and then the Nuclear Age, and then finally we got to us.
Oh my God! I had a baby.
Oh, you better go pick it up.
He's running away. Hold on, sorry. I don't know. Yes. Industrial Ages.
Yeah, finally we got to us, right? Like that's the story we tell. Or it's like the same way we talk about natural selection or evolution, right? It's like, first there was the single cell organisms, and then there were the fish, and then there was this, and then there was that, and then there were the dinosaurs, and then there were the mammals, and then there were the primates, and then eventually, Australopithecine, and then finally we appeared. Homo sapiens sapiens, and we're like the end of the story, right?
So far.
Like it was all leading up to us. That was the whole point of this whole thing. Was like us, like Homo sapiens sapiens. Just like the whole point of the entire human history project was us having iPhones or whatever, right?
I hope that's not where it ends.
That's all leading up to. It's all leading up to this. We sort of really always view ourselves as like the cusp of, like just it's like, but really we're just the middle, just like the guys in the Middle Ages were the middle, and just like the Australopithecine was the middle, and just like the dinosaurs were the middle, and those little mammals were the middle, right? Like, and it's hard to understand ourselves that way, right? It's hard to understand ourselves in any other way than sort of the end of the story, right?
Yeah, and what we're living now
so far.
Yeah.
And so, so yeah, this game is about being in the middle of the story, right? That's the main thing it's about. It's like you can spend your little life doing whatever you're trying to do. You can bake some pies, you can build another oven, you can build a house. It's really hard to get that much done in 1 hour. So it's always about passing on what you're working on to the next generation. It's always about the next generation.
Unless your next generation was like my baby there that didn't want to be alive.
Well, but you still chased him, right?
Yeah, I did. I tried.
So, when I was working on this game and talking about it, long time ago, when I was first getting started on it and telling people about it, everyone was like, "Oh my God, this game's never gonna work." There's gonna be trolls in the game, and all they're gonna do is kill every baby, right? Like, who's gonna take care of a baby? No one's gonna bother doing that. All the babies are gonna die. The whole game's gonna be doomed. And it didn't happen, right? Like, clearly people are taking care of their babies in this game for the most part.
I mean, this mother just said, "Hi, love." I mean, clearly cares about their baby.
So why though? Why are people so crappy to each other in League of Legends or Overwatch or any other multiplayer online game, and they actually take care of each other here and they love each other or whatever, or at least act like they do? They don't really have any choice here, right? If they let their babies die, everything that you see here will be lost, right? All these berry bushes, all this accomplishment, all these ovens and clothing, because the village will die out after only an hour. If they let every baby die from here on out, the village will be dead in an hour, and it'll be lost, and no one will be here anymore, right? So sort of by definition, the optimal strategy is take care of the next generation, because that's the only way we got here, by people taking care of us.
I don't know what to do with this child. I'm not a responsible parent. What do I'm just gonna pick it up, and put it next to the fire. That's what they were doing before.
So as long as you're holding it, you feed it for free.
Okay.
Every time you pick it up and set it down, though, it takes one of your hunger bars, right? Because you're like latching it back onto your breast or whatever.
Well, something happened. My baby's head went yellow.
Oh, he's using emotes there, so he did a sick emote. He's just being funny, I think.
Okay. I was like, don't die. I don't think I gave my baby a name though.
Oh yeah. So if you pick him up and say you are.
I don't know names. I'm looking around the room to find a name of something that I can name it. I don't know. What's a name? Chat, give me a name.
A human name. It has to be a human name.
Phyllis. Now Phyllis. Does that count?
Yeah, any human name.
Nice. I'm gonna take care of you, Phyllis. Phyllis is one of our moderators. I'm gonna save you. I don't even know. I just picked a random cat. I don't even know what that baby is.
Felicia.
Come back.
So what it does, it has a database of names that were registered with the Social Security Administration.
Yes.
Finds the closest matching name. So it picked the name Felicia, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
And your last name is Jury?
Yeah. That was Wait, I picked up someone else's baby. Go away. Someone.
First cousin.
Yes, that's my first cousin. Oh, I'm dying. I'm not paying attention. No. The panic of. Ooh, I was not paying attention to myself. I was too busy with the baby. Because that's all that matters, right? That was close.
See, that's the thing, is that if you die, your baby is going to be doomed too, right? So.
Oh yeah. I actually saw this game.
As any mother would tell you.
Yes. Oh wait, I have another kid.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm watching this on probably 10 or 15 second delay. So.
Well, another baby just appeared. I don't know if that was. Okay, I think it was just my baby crying. What? Someone else? Stop touching my baby. I'll put your baby over there. My baby gets the fire. This is horrible. this is my fire. Your baby can die. Thank you, M. Be free, my daughter. Go and be more useful than I am, because I'm doing nothing. This is great. I actually before, because this came as a recommendation to try out from Eve, and I had seen some streamers play the game a while back, Strippin and a few others, and I was like, the first time I saw this game, I just kind of was a little bit confused, because there is just so much going on, but just the yelling and back and forth they had with each other trying to survive, and the amount of times they were abandoned as babies was staggering.
Yeah.
But I think it was more that the mother died.
Yeah. It's it's interesting that no one just trolls their babies and abandons them, for no reason. But there are times when you just can't take care of a baby, and that taking care of the baby would kill you, and that's not going to do any good, right? So I mean, you have to make deciding how many babies to keep, when to keep them, which ones to keep, and so on is part of civilization survival, right? And it always has been, even in real life, right?
Yeah.
You can't, if you have too many mouths to feed, you're gonna starve yourself out, right? So also the mother may be in the middle of doing something like traveling, and it's just not, they have valuable resources they need to bring back or something, and they can't. People have always been asking for baby slings or some way to carry babies, put a baby in a cart. And I'm like, no. A baby is supposed to be a pain in the neck in this game. I don't want to make it easy for you guys.
Yeah, so, you can't go for very far if you have the baby.
Yeah, I don't want you to be able to, just, throw the baby on your back and forget about it while you continue doing everything else. I want the baby to be a major inconvenience. You have to kind of, like if you're out chopping wood, you have to make a decision, right? Like, am I going to bring the wood back?
Or am I going to bring my baby back?
Exactly. So I don't want you just, I don't want it to be easy. I don't want there to be shortcuts. And so as much as people have asked for them, I'm like, no. Like you're out in the wilderness right now.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
You'd have to leave your basket with you. Now watch out in the jungle. That's where the mosquitoes are.
Yeah, I think I see the mosquitoes, the little dots. Yeah. So in my last life, before I got speared by a boar, I was told to go collect iron. So I guess that's just what I just want to see more of the world instead of standing by a fire.
Right.
So how big are the maps and the servers? Because I've only seen the 2 camps that have spawned in. Oh, that's
Yeah, the maps are big.
Big. Big.
Like how big? I think it's something like it's 35,000 times bigger than planet Earth.
Oh my god. So
700 Jupiters.
Oh my god. So it's kind of unlikely to run into another camp.
No. Well, the camps are created by Eve. So every time there's a person entering the game and there's no mother available to have them as a baby, then that person spawns as a new Eve, which is a new root of a new civilization. And those are placed in a pattern so that they are somewhat in the area. They're not that far away. And if you wander, there's also an ability for a civilization to build a bell tower that they can ring. And once people hear the bell tower, they're given an arrow that points them in the direction of that civilization. So you can sometimes hear a bell ring, and then it'll like lead you to. Oh, are you gonna be able to find your way home?
Yeah, no, I was about to say I was looking down for the arrow that I had last game. I don't have that arrow because I didn't hit the.
Yeah, you get the arrow if you're born near your mother's home marker. I think you inherit it.
Well, that I did not, so I'm pretty.
If you find your way back, you can build one.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do some respawning soon.
You could also just start your own civilization, find a nice patch and settle down and have some babies.
How do you do that? What's the starting point for that?
Well, you just gotta find a good place where you can do some farming, or probably green biome near a swamp where there's some water, like where you have some wild food around. That's the problem, is if you need to be able to bootstrap, right? So if you don't see some wild berry bushes around, there's a wild berry bush.
Oh, well, I'm at this point. Oh wow, that was a horse. That was terrifying. At this point, I'm pretty much like, I'm just gonna try to see as much as I can. Live my life to its fullest. See what I can, and then respawn as a little baby.
Do you have some pies in your backpack or
I
something?
do. I picked up some berries too, so I'm gonna chow down on some berries to start with. I'm just gonna carry around. Oh, are the boars hostile, or is it only
No.
when they have piglets?
The only animals that chase you, so they are hostile if you step on them, basically.
I will keep that in mind.
The only animals that chase you I think, are bears. All the other animals just kind of move around randomly or try to avoid you. But if you corner them or step on them, and penguins aren't deadly.
No, penguins are great. Penguins
But
just
if you
hanging
see
out.
if you see a bear cave and you like tap it a few times to wake the bear, then the bear comes out and it will chase you because it's hungry because it's been hibernating. So it will come after you. It's relentless.
Oh look, okay, I found a berry bush. That's a good enough starting point for me right now. So what would what?
Look at those bananas.
Oh, true.
That's a ton of food right there.
Ah, yes, we're gonna live forever.
So you settle down here, and then those are some of those Arctic bananas, I guess.
Yeah, it's a rare commodity.
The way the biomes have things that grow inside of them, but near the edge of biomes, there's sort of a second place biome to prevent these sort of very sharp changes between plants and things. And so at the edge of a biome, sometimes you can get that's between the jungle and the Arctic, and so those banana trees are actually growing in the Arctic because they're kind of they're marginal.
Yeah, they're the special bananas. So
You would never see them growing in the center of the Arctic, just on the edge like that.
Okay. So what's the starting point here then?
So I think you should probably.
I have a knife.
Did somebody in the chat say somebody died up there? Is there a skeleton right above you?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
look.
There is.
Somebody's been here before.
My first cousin.
Does it say that?
Yeah, Mercury Jury. Your first cousin died.
Oh wow.
Didn't make us.
Somebody from your village has been down here before.
Okay.
So you're not that far from civilization. So, well, first of all, so probably you want to build a fire.
Okay.
That's
so I need some
one.
wood.
Yeah.
So can I just?
The fire building is a pretty involved process here.
All right.
So you need to find some rope. So you don't get lost, why don't you set a home marker here?
Yes. How do I do that?
So the first thing you got to find is like a sapling. It just looks like a little kind of baby tree. So it usually grows in the green biome. So walk around the green biome until you find a sapling.
All right. I managed to find one.
Yeah. Now you need to get a sharp stone and chop it down.
All right.
So you can make a sharp stone by hitting one of those round stones on the rock.
Oops. I made it. All right. Got it. Chopping it down. I got my stick. My cut sapling skewer.
Yeah, and then you take it to wherever you want it, and you put it on the ground and then pound it into the ground with a round stone. So you put it like in the center of your camp. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put this right. Nope, right there.
And pound it in with a round stone.
All right, I'm gonna go eat a banana real quick. Just make sure I don't starve. Yes. Now I have a home marker.
Yes. So now you don't need to worry about
yes
straying too far from home because
right.
it'll lead you back there. So now you can go around looking for. Probably the next thing you need to do is milkweed to get enough rope to make a hatchet and a bow drill. I saw one milkweed stalk basically right to the east of your camp. Somebody already picked one and left it on the ground.
What does that look like?
It's right. It's that on the ground there. It's like a little stalk laying on the ground.
Yes, got it. So for that, what was the crafting thing that I can bring up again?
Okay, yeah. So you have a filter set where you're trying to make a basket.
Yes.
So you just so you type so you bring up your chat and just type / and then
yes.
clear it.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
And then if you pick up milkweed stock, it'll show you what you can do with it.
So I need another milkweed stock for a thread. So we're gonna go hunt for some of those. Oh, there's lots of bushes around here too. Nice.
And then 2 threads makes a rope.
Yes, and then I remember that.
This is a pretty rich area. Lots of soil deposits.
Oh, there's a person. Maybe I can follow this person back to my previous camp. No, I've established. True, I've established my own home. I'm a Oh, there's a fruiting milkweed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
So
I got
once
one thread.
if you want, so right now you're unlikely to have a baby because you're cold.
There's like a whole system behind that too.
Yeah. So it's a 50-50 weighting between how warm you are and how varied your diet is. So if you're like just eating bananas and nothing else, then you're unlikely to have a baby, and if you're very cold, you're less likely to have a baby.
All right. We're just gonna. We're not ready for.
So you need to get a fire going and stuff, before you get too old to have a baby, or else your little fledgling civilization is doomed here.
Yeah. Well. I'm trying to find because I still need a thread. I want more thread for a rope, right?
So someone in chat is asking, is there a way to learn things in the game? So first of all, the main idea in this game is like the 10,000 monkeys type thing, right? Where people are teaching each other, right? People figure little things out, and there is the sort of spread of knowledge from player to player in the game. And there is no, if you notice, there's no inventory in the game, so you don't have things kind of hidden away. Everything's like kind of like out on. Well, you gotta watch out for the mosquito.
Yeah, I saw them. There's a pie here in a basket, but there's mosquitoes next to it. Gonna go for the move. Grab it. Ugh, got it.
Oh, somebody left it there?
Yeah, there's mosquitoes floating around it. And there was a seal. There are seals in the game?
Yeah.
It's just like, the seal just wandered past me.
You can make a nice coat.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to take that challenge on right now. But yeah, I got that impression because when I first spawned, there was like basically my mom asked me if I was new, and I could respond with one letter, so I just wrote a Y. And then they were like, okay, you do berries. And I sat there for like 15 minutes just taking care of the berries.
Yeah, so because you're sort of a captive audience with your parents for at least a few minutes in the beginning of your life, and your parents are doing things to survive. They're doing things, and the things they're doing are out in the open. They're not hidden away on some kind of crafting menu or something, right? So if they're like making a fire, you'll see all the steps that they're taking to make a fire. So you can watch and learn, which is not really true in most other crafting games, right? Most of the crafting games, the crafting is kind of invisible, like on a crafting bench or user interface. In fact, in this game, people spread their equipment out on the ground so they can do the different steps, and so you can really see all the ingredients and everything that they do. So that's the first thing. Second thing, there is, so that was the main idea in the game. I wanted that to be the main thing, and the original version of this game had no hints of any kind, right? It was all about what people had learned. But the problem is, it's really hard for Eve to bootstrap.
I got stung by. Uh-oh. Sorry,
Yeah,
I got stung by mosquitoes. So.
Try and go into like a cold area. It'll reduce your fever. Because you see your temperature meters all the way off the end right now. On the hot side.
Uh-oh, we might just starve here.
Yeah, so it shrinks your hunger bar, and you reduce your appetite, and
No. I had pie in my backpack. I can't grab it.
Yeah, you're too sick to eat right now.
Got it.
Is to have somebody else feed you. Oh, you're better now.
Close. Okay, sorry. Detour from the discussion. It's a life or death situation here. I had someone in chat asked what happened with Baby Felis. Baby Felis went on her own way. Baby Felis was a strong and independent baby and is now successful. Is what we're gonna go with.
So anyway, so I added this, at least this rudimentary, crafting hints, right? But I still wanted people to sort of have room to teach each other. So the crafting hints don't teach you everything because they are bottom up only. They're not top down. You can't sit here and say, how do I make a car, and see all the steps it takes to make a car, right? All you can see is like, oh, I picked up a rock. What can I do with the rock? And now that I've made a hatchet, what can I do with the hatchet, right? Like you can pick up the thread and see what you can do with it. But
yeah.
You can't just type in like fire and kind of see all the steps you need to make a fire. So that was really important, right? So there's still, even though you have these bottom up hints, it's still about discovery, like from where you're at currently and figuring things out. And then for the higher kind of top down things, you still need someone to show you how to do it. So if you had someone show you how to make a fire, it'd be very a very pretty quick process to demonstrate, and you would also never forget how to do it because it's just like the steps are so logical, and once you've kind of seen it and done it yourself, right? And the recipes aren't arbitrary. Like so many crafting games are like, oh, like in Rust, it's like to make a hatchet you need 100 wood and 125 stone.
I know that all too well. I've played
So-
many hours of that.
Yeah, so I played a lot of Rust, and I can never remember, right? Even in the middle of a game that I'm currently playing, I can never remember exactly how much wood and how, oh no, but then the pickaxe is 150 stone plus 95. It's like these kind of arbitrary numbers. Oh, this much hemp plus this much thing makes a backpack or whatever it is. So in this game, there are none of those kind of recipes, right? It's all very step by step, right? It's like, how do you make a hatchet? You don't just combine milkweed with a stick and a stone and suddenly you get a hatchet, right? You have to actually go through the steps of making the hatchet. And because you go through the steps, it's pretty much impossible to forget once you've done it once, right? Because it's just like if someone showed you how to do something in real life. Whoa, what's this?
I don't
Are you
know.
back to your village?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This is your village.
Is it? Yes! We found our way home. It looks kind of like it.
Are there berry bushes to the north?
Yeah, there are. This is my village. Nice. We made it back
So
home.
maybe look around for Felicia and see if she's alive.
Let's find.
She would be younger than you,
Just
not older than you.
Completely random. No, Michael Jury. That's not gonna be the tiny little baby.
So are you in Montreal?
No, so I'm actually in Sweden, Malmö, Sweden. Hamish and I, we do all this stuff, like random stuff, mostly focused around PC. And one of them is, wait, I think is that? Nope, that was Christina Jury.
You are Quebecois, aren't you?
No, I actually grew up in California. My family is originally my family is Swedish, but I grew up in the States and then moved to Sweden like 11 and a half years ago. So I've lived here for quite a while. Someone saw my granddaughter. Oh, I'm getting old.
Well, but is Engon? It's connected to Ubisoft somehow, right?
Yeah, so we work. It's kind of our PC channel. We do a lot of stuff on Uplay, so we work as part of the Uplay team. So a lot of the stuff that we do, like eventually this will go up as like separate VODs on YouTube, and then we'll put up like an article in the client, and that's where the majority of like people see things like this. But so we work as part of the Uplay team, and Engon is kind of our communication channel. It's the name that we use because we did a lot of. Hamish is much better at explaining this, but like authenticity studies, and we looked at a lot of research to basically find out that it's much better to show people you like playing games and you like PC and you like doing cool stuff rather than just saying it. For that, we wanted to create something that wasn't directly tied to like a Ubisoft name.
Right.
But I mean, we don't hide it. Like, I mean, it's everywhere. It's in our logo, and we say it before like every video we make and all that stuff.
And Uplay is like the Ubisoft store?
Uplay is the PC client. So basically, yeah, not the store, but where you see all like the Ubisoft games on PC. So similar to like it is basically Ubisoft Steam, like on.
Right, but you can buy Ubisoft games through Uplay.
Yeah, exactly. There's a store embedded within Uplay.
Right.
I'm just trying to find Felis. I don't know about Felis is life right now. Rambo Jury is alive though. I'm pretty sure that was the cousin I was born next to. Oh man, Felis.
You've lived a pretty good life this time.
Yeah, I survived longer than. I mean, I'm guessing I'm probably around like 50. Is my guess with the hair maybe?
Has your hair turned gray?
Yeah, a little bit towards the top.
All right, so you can't have babies anymore.
Okay. Well,
It's over.
that was probably better for me not to. So, just one of those decisions in life. Some people just maybe know. I'm one of those people. I'm just like, I'm good.
Better let the line die here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. I'm trying to find.
So question in the chat about using an engine to make the game.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did program everything from scratch. I mean, I've been making games for 15 years, so I do have quite a bit of code written that I reuse in different games, right? I have sort of like, I don't know, a general framework and, like a font drawing stuff that I wrote years ago. So I didn't like start over from scratch with this game, but it's almost all my code. I mean, there's, a few libraries here and there, like, SDL. It's being used to draw stuff on the screen and to get keyboard and mouse input on all the different platforms. And there's a couple of little encryption libraries or bits and pieces of things. But I mean, this game also has a server architecture, that's running in the background, which I also wrote and maintain and run.
So what is your area expertise?
So I currently have no employees. It's all just like it's all me.
Well, you've done something pretty unique as just you. I was gonna so in terms of kind of how the game all came together. I mean, your background on your other games, like, were you a programmer, were you a designer, or you always kind of just been, oh, my daughter, hold on, Felix, you're alive. Yes. Mom, I found my granddaughter and my daughter.
So she's the one with the bob haircut?
Yes. That's great. But yeah, so did you fit any like specific roles in your like previous projects that you worked on, or you're kind of like a jack of all trades?
Yeah, so I studied computer science in college. And I went on to grad school and got some degrees in computer science and actually worked on a PhD in computer science for a little bit before I finally dropped out of grad school. So I have a background in sort of, I guess, more theoretical, research-based computer science, where I was like publishing papers about algorithms and network systems and stuff. So that's my background. And then once I got better and better at programming, I was eventually like, hey, look, let me try making a game. And that was like back in 2004, where I made my first game and kind of submitted it to the Independent Game Festival and got rejected, So I made a couple of games, and then I had this game Passage, which really kind of took off, which was back in 2007. It's this little 5-minute long game where you live an entire life in 5 minutes and make some choices along the way and so on. Which is sort of maybe in a way, like a mini version of this game in some ways, right? I mean, it wasn't as fleshed out in terms of civilization building or anything. It was a very simple little kind of poetic game. But that game kind of put me on the map, right? Everyone really, back in the day, that game was really influential, and so everyone kind of picked up on that, and then I was like, oh, that sort of was like a launching point for the rest of my career over the next 11 years or whatever. But yeah, so for most of that time, I was always like approaching games as a very solitary pursuit. Like, I'm gonna make this whole thing myself. I'm approaching it the way like a painter or a novelist or somebody would like approach like an individual creative act, right? So it was really important to me to like, make my own fonts even or whatever. Like I was always like, and yeah, well, so in this game I actually do use, so all the fonts you see on the screen are my own handwriting.
Wow, you have some clean handwriting.
That I scanned in. Well, I mean, I drew it once on purpose to be the font of the game. I didn't just scribble it out, right? So I was very careful to write it clearly so people could read it. I do use Futura font on the menus and stuff. So, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm making my own, curve fonts yet. But for pixel art fonts, I always make my own. And for like, any kind of handwritten fonts, I'm always drawing things myself.
That's like completely crazy to me. I
just want to, I just want it to kind of feel like the creation of one individual person, right? I want it to cohere in that way. I want this to all feel like it came from the same hand, right? Yeah, so I'm not I don't really want to be farming things out. Now, along the way, I did work with, so there's one game, Diamond Trust of London, where I had my friend come in and do music. And actually I did, for this game, I did try working with that same friend for about a year. We worked together and he was drawing the pictures, but it just didn't work out between the two of us, and we ended up kind of parting ways. And so then I had to draw all the pictures myself, instead. So I have considered working with other people, but I think it just kind of detracts from how personal the work is, right? I mean, even when that friend and I were working together, the drawings were his drawings, right? It was his own take on stuff, and it does create an interesting sort of frisson or whatever between the two people that produces something that neither one of them would have made on their own. But it still just feels very different than something that's totally personal, right? So I think that in video games we have a lack of things that are totally personal, right? There's just
Yeah.
not that many. A lot of them just feel like they're kind of designed by committee, or they have a bunch of different people's ideas kind of thrown together.
Basically, what happens with every big game.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to be that way. And I think that, yes, every big game has to have more than one person working on it, right? That doesn't mean that it needs to be a smorgasbord of different people's ideas.
Yeah.
And I think that the movie industry has really figured this out over the 100 years that they've been making movies, that they need to have somebody who's in creative control, right? Which is the director of movie. Everything. Like, somebody spent a bunch of time making something really awesome for some Star Wars character, some concept art, and they made a rubber mold and everything, and whatever, and they bring it to George Lucas. Even if everybody else on the entire production loves this thing that this person did, if George Lucas says, no, that's not what I wanted, that is the end of discussion, right?
Yeah.
You don't sit there and lobby for it and try and route your way around George. So it's like, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason the film industry does that, is because without that, you get this dilution of all these different ideas kind of mixed together in something that doesn't feel coherent. If you have one person sort of in charge of the vision for the thing, then you at least know there's some cohesive vision. Theater is exactly the same way. Like my 15-year-old has done a bunch of musical theater shows and stuff, and as a parent, we're expected to volunteer and help design the set, or help do props, or help with this or that. So as a set designer, I had some ideas. The director didn't like them. That was the end, right? It's like,
Yeah.
And I think my vision is probably better than her vision, just in my opinion, right, of my own creative abilities. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if I had a really great idea that's way better than anything she wanted.
Yeah, there's definitely something. There's definitely something to take away there. Like just being able to have one person that has kind of the final say, that makes the decisions, is
so
comforting in some way.
It's auteur theory, and I think it's real. And I think that video games, especially AAA games, don't take it seriously enough. And they're very hesitant to give one person credit for anything. They're very hesitant to put someone's name on the front of the box. Even if you look at he works at Ubisoft now, like Clint Hawking, right? So I sort of think of Clint Hawking as being the guy behind Far Cry 2, but he wouldn't even describe himself that way. He'd be like, "No, I've got a team, man. My team's the main thing. It's my team." But I think that's probably not true. But maybe not. Maybe Clint wasn't even given as much power as I think he should have been given, right? In terms of shaping the way the game was. Yeah. So, I feel like, we should understand this, and we should probably be, acknowledging a little bit more. And I think it would make games better, and I think it would make them more relatable. Like if it was like Far Cry 2, a Clint Hawking game. Right, and that doesn't mean that he worked on it by himself. It means he had a team helping him, but it means that
the game is from him.
Yeah, if you see Interstellar, it's a Christopher Nolan film. You don't sit there and split hairs about, but there were 500 other people in this, and the director of photography really had a huge influence here. It's not really a Christopher Nolan film. No. The director of photography was doing his or her best to match Christopher Nolan's vision, right? And if Christopher Nolan said, "I don't like this shot," that shot was taken out, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's, and so I'm trying to do, trying to kind of push in the polar opposite direction. I mean, it's pretty easy to put my name on something if I'm the only one who worked on it, right?
Similar to, I guess one of the most recent examples that comes to mind is actually PlayerUnknown. I mean, it's not his real name, but he put his name, I guess, behind the entire game that was created. So you knew who it was from.
Right, which is interesting. That's unusual. I mean, I guess, and there's also, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Right?
Yeah. That's oh God, that game.
If we go back Bennett's a good friend of mine, so it's obviously, that game. I mean, he's using his name in that context to be extra funny. Yeah. And I keep telling him, I'm like, Bennett, you lucked out and got a very funny name. Like the name Foddy, there's just something funny about it, right? Anyway, going back in time though, there were literally only 4 guys who ever got their name on the front of the box within the last 20 years, right? It was Tim. Oh yeah, it was. I had forgotten one of them recently, but it was Tim Schafer, Hideo Kojima, Sid Meier, and American McGee, right? Because if I have my box of Psychonauts right here, and above it says "A Psychic Adventure from the Mind of Tim Schafer," right above the title on the front of my Psychonauts box for PlayStation 2. Let's see, if I look at Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty for PlayStation 2, a Hideo Kojima game right there on the cover, right?
He does that now with his what is it? Death Stranding. I think it's called Death Stranding, a Hideo Kojima game, or at least it's usually presented in with his name attached to it.
But I look at like Shadow of the Colossus, doesn't have Ueda's name on here anywhere that I can see. Right, and so it's like, okay, yeah, it's just sort of such a rare thing, and I think that and the other one was here we are. Oh, Spore. not even Will Wright. Not even Will Wright. All it says on the cover of Spore is from the creator of The Sims. The creator, not the creators.
The creator of The Sims, yeah.
Right, but the creator of The Sims, whoever that guy is, was involved in Spore.
I wonder if it comes down to though just like names not being maybe as recognizable. Like if
why are they not as recognizable?
Yeah, because they don't plaster them everywhere.
Nobody really knows. Most people don't know what Christopher Nolan looks like.
Yeah.
But most people who watch movies know his name, right?
Yeah.
So he's not a movie star, right? So the other funny story in line with this is that Nintendo DS game that I made where I had my friend do the music. I wanted the cover of the Nintendo DS game that was being manufactured by Nintendo to say both my name and the musician's name. 2 people worked on this game. It was kind of unusual for Nintendo DS game to have 2 people do the entire thing by themselves. So I wanted it to say like Jason Rohrer, Jason Rohrer's Diamond Trust of London, or a game by Jason Rohrer with music by Tom Bailey, my friend. And Nintendo was like, no. Musician's name, it's never been on the cover of a Nintendo game, and yes, if there's some other designer or creator, yes, that is an exception and they can be on there, but not the musician. No. And it went all the way up to Japan, right? Like Nintendo Japan, and they finally came back with an answer. No, absolutely not. We don't want musicians. Basically, the idea was that if once we open this door, musicians getting credit on the cover, then other musicians are going to complain and want credit on the cover, and we're not going to open this. This is Nintendo tradition. Musician never gets credit.
That's a strange tradition.
So I was like, well, I'm not going to release this game, without crediting my musician on the cover, and I want to put my own name on the cover. It'd be weird to not put his name too. And they were just like, nope. So we were kind of loggerheads, and I was actually thinking about maybe releasing the game as a bootleg, like on one of these little like flash cartridges for DS, almost like a pirate cart kind of thing, but just with my game on it, because Nintendo has, is the only one that can manufacture cartridges for the DS, and they manufacture them at this one factory in Japan, and they are literally like, I think the cartridges ended up being like $12 each.
Oh wow!
Because the cartridges they're not just flash memory. They're actually making a unique circuit board, like a mask ROM, and actually printing it with a photo etching process, right? So like the bits are like hard coded in the silicon, essentially, the bits of your game.
Oh,
right?
I didn't know that at all.
They're making this unique mask for each game, and they're making this ROM chip for your game that's like probably would survive a nuclear war, right? In terms of like how permanent it is, right?
This is what's gonna come after like the nuclear holocaust that happens. That's people are just gonna find those games, and that's all that's gonna be left of us.
This is Nintendo games. Back in the cartridge days, right?
Yeah.
So I was really stuck. You got to pay Nintendo in Japan to make these cartridges or not, right? There's no other options. And so then I was like, well, this one option, I could make these pirate carts, right? And like, I went through that whole process and figured out how to do that. And I was gonna do a Kickstarter where it was like a bootleg Nintendo game. I don't know what would have happened. Nintendo might have tried to shut it down.
Maybe.
But then finally, you have to work with a publisher to make a Nintendo game, like, because there's only like 11 publishers in the world that have access to dev kits. Nintendo keeps it very tiny, stable, especially for DS games. I think there were literally 11 companies in the world that could publish a DS game. So I was working with one of them, and they got me the dev kit and everything. And then they were like, "Here's an idea. The Nintendo DS game, the title has a limit of 64 characters. Like, maybe you could stick all this information into the title and see if Nintendo will approve that." So then the title of the game became Jason Rohrer with music by Tom Bailey, Diamond Trust of London, which was 63 characters. I sent it off to Nintendo for approval, and without another word, they just said approved.
Well, that's one way to get around it.
It's the title. So if any musician ever complains in the future and says, "Hey, why can't I put my name on the cover?" Nintendo, they'll say, well, that's not the title of the game. Sorry.
God damn it.
And so in
That's
the
pretty
official
good.
Nintendo catalog, on the official Nintendo website, it's this long ass title. It had to be on the cartridge too. So like on the actual label of the
They
cartridge, it
printed
says
this
all these
just
words.
giant
Yeah.
text. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Um,
I died.
so yes, you got to. Did you die of old age?
Yeah, I died of old age. I did it.
That's an accomplishment.
I did it. My second life, I died of old age. Yes, I didn't do anything. I wasn't a productive member of society at all. I basically sat in camp and ate food and then died. So yeah, that was someone makes a good point. That's actually good math. It's 1 minute is 1 year, I guess.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
So, 1 hour, 1 life.
I was gonna. So someone mentioned in chat before, the no DRM, no middle person, cross-platform, open source. In terms of open source, what does that mean for the game? So people can take it, and mod it and all that stuff. Or what?
Yeah. So the source code is all up on GitHub along with all the artwork assets and the music and everything, and it's all in the public domain, right?
Has anybody done any crazy stuff with the game?
Well, yeah. So there's been mods and a bunch of cool stuff. I mean, there's this tech tree browser, OneTech, that this guy's been working on for a long time. It's almost cooler than the game itself, right? As I look at all the things, it's like, because he did it all in JavaScript and it's all kind of interactive, and it pulls up all the ingredients to something and can show you the whole tree, and it's really, and it's got I think it might even have animations, but it definitely has sounds for every object. So like you click on an object, you can hear the sound that it makes and so on. So it's just kind of amazing. So that's pretty amazing. There's also a mod called 2 Hours 1 Life, which does what it says on the tin. And it has a bunch of, they've drawn new things in it. They have like some woolly mammoths and beekeeping and
Oh wow,
tents and some other stuff that they've added. So they have a whole another sort of additional tech tree, kind of a bonus tech tree that they've added. And then the most interesting aspect of this, the most controversial aspect, is this mobile port, right?
yeah.
So these mobile developers back almost a year ago contacted me because 1 Hour 1 Life was successful off Steam at the time, and it was getting a lot of buzz. There were tons of videos being made about it and stuff. And they were like, "Oh, is there a mobile version in the works? We want to make the mobile port." And I was like, "Well, I don't have time to vet you guys. I don't even know who you are." People over the years have always approached me wanting to make mobile versions or whatever, and nothing usually ever comes of them because it's hard work and people give up, right? So I'm always just like, "Yeah, do whatever you want. It's in the public domain. I don't care. Go ahead." And I did the same to them. I'm not going to vet you. You're not official. Don't tell people it's the official game, but it's in the public domain. Do what you want. So within about 5 months, they had a mobile port on Android and the App Store that was like pretty well made, right? And they actually, in order to do this, they had to rewrite the client from scratch in Unity to get it to be portable on these mobile platforms. I don't know if it was really necessary, but that's what they did. So, and all my animation engine and everything, they somehow rewrote from scratch, and it looked exactly like mine, right? Anyway, so they put up 1 Hour 1 Life on the mobile stores, and it wasn't my official version. I wasn't taking a cut of it, and they offered me some money or whatever. I was like, no, you guys are not the official thing. I don't want to put my name on this. And they made choices I wouldn't have made about changing the fonts and doing this kind of that. This, a couple of the things that obviously I didn't approve, right? Because they were working on their own. So I'm not going to just slap my name on that. So it was not successful for a while. It was like, barely making money. It was looking like it was going to be a failure on mobile. And then suddenly it took off in Japan and became a huge thing in Japan. Some reason Japanese audiences loved this game, and it got to the point where it's the #1 paid app in Japan,
Oh, wow.
above Minecraft or whatever.
Wow,
And
that's
so
crazy.
If you do a Google search or YouTube search for 1 Hour 1 Life, you just see this torrent of Japanese text on Twitter, and on YouTube. And so it was just like to the point where I had my peak right after launch or whatever. I think on one day, maybe I had 600 simultaneous players, concurrent players. So it got up to the point where they were regularly having over, and these days it's 100 concurrent players, right? Which is good. But it's gone down since launch. There was a point in time where there were every single day, pretty much day or night, there were 1,000 Japanese concurrent players in just Japan alone.
That's great.
And then they worked with a Chinese publisher and made a Chinese port of it for the TapTap Chinese store. And because of Chinese, I didn't know about any of this stuff, but because of Chinese regulations, every game in China has to be approved by the government officially.
Yep.
And so they're going through that process. In the meantime, they're allowed to make a free demo, right? And so They basically put the game up for free in China on TapTap temporarily, and before they knew it, they had 9,000 simultaneous players. Right. So it became huge in China as well. So this was all happening, and it's like, oh, this is, 600,000 people liked or followed the game on TapTap, right? Which is an order of magnitude more than have ever played the real version of the game.
That's crazy.
And so it's like, wow, this is crazy. And so there's also some stuff where I told them, if you're going to do this and you're going to take credit for it, you're going to be lying unless you mention me, like this isn't 100% your game. You can't pretend that it is. You also can't claim that this is official or make it look like this is the official port of the game. I told them that ahead of time. Like, that's fraudulent, right? That's not true. It's not the official port of the game. Make sure it's clearly, everyone understands it's unofficial. And they forgot to do that in the Chinese version. So they gave themselves sole author credit, and on the store page and inside the game, because it was translated into Chinese, and I guess they didn't pay attention, even though one of the team members, the programmer, is a fluent Chinese speaker apparently. So anyway, supposedly it was an accident, but it sat there for 40 days, without me noticing because I don't speak Chinese.
Yeah, that probably is a barrier.
They were taking full credit for it, and they weren't giving me any credit, and they had registered with the government as the official publishers of this game. They had been trademarking the name in China. They were registering for a copyright in China, kind of like trademarking it and copywriting it out from underneath me essentially in China. And so they're calling themselves the genuine publisher of the game and so on in order to appease the Chinese government. And so some Chinese person emailed me one day after this been going on for about more than a month. And I was like, did you know that these guys are claiming that this game is theirs, in China? And I started looking into it and getting translations made. And I was like, oh my God, you guys are completely committing fraud here and violating everything you verbally agreed to do here. In terms of, making sure everyone knew it was unofficial, making sure they knew it was a port and an adaptation and that it wasn't my work, and yet I was the original author and all that kind of stuff. So we got into this big kind of public fight about it, and I didn't really know what to do. I was trying to get them to put the word unofficial in the title, so at least everyone knew this is an unofficial version. They were really worried about doing that because it would give their game a bad connotation.
Their game also.
Yeah. No, they kept saying our game. We worked hard on this. I know you guys worked hard on it. It's not trivial to take a PC mouse and keyboard game and put it on a mobile platform. That's a ton of work. It's an insane amount of work. That's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change the facts of the matter that this is an unofficial adaptation. That's all it is. There's no other way around it. And people were like, well, it's in the public domain. They don't even have to say it's unofficial. I was like, well, I think that they actually do for other reasons besides copyright. I think they have because of, they're not allowed to make false statements, regardless of copyright. It's not like lack of copyright doesn't suddenly permit you to lie about something, right? And I was also saying that it was, it's affecting my reputation as a designer, right? If people think this is my official work, they also started doing stuff that, I definitely didn't approve of. I mean, I'm not against them doing it because they can do whatever they want, but they put Santa Claus in the game at the holidays. He was running around inside the game handing out presents, right? So, and he was a non-player character. There's no non-player characters in my game, right? Santa Claus was the equivalent of a boar or whatever, but he looked like a human, and he dropped presents behind him, instead of baby piglets or whatever. And so, it's cute, it's funny, whatever, it's great, but I don't want people to think that I put Santa in my game, right? I didn't, right? It's not. It's like, who's responsible for Jar Jar Binks? George Lucas.
Ooh. Getting into danger. We're getting into dangerous territory now.
Oh, you guys have some kind of deal with Lucas, huh?
No. Just that whole conversation.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, it's clear, if Jar Jar Binks ends up in Star Wars.
Yeah, he had a say in it. It's not like he wasn't allowed to, or they were just like, we slipped that character in there. Whoops. And
it's very clear. Everyone is 100% clear that the new Star Wars films that J.J. Abrams is directing or whatever are not George Lucas, and everyone knows that, right? It's like, you got to make that clear. George Lucas is out of the picture now. J.J. Abrams is doing this. It's not even a Lucas project anymore. So, I wanted all that to be clear. They didn't agree with me on how it should be made clear, right? They didn't want to use the word unofficial. And so we've kind of gotten to this point where I was like, oh my God, I have nothing, I have no leverage here, right? So I ended up actually filing some takedown notices with the App Store for them committing fraud, and then I ended up rescinding them, but it got really heated, right? And so yeah, it has been interesting, having an open source and public domain game and putting it up there. I've been doing this for 15 years exactly the same way, and never really had it matter too much in the way that it mattered in the case of this mobile version. I don't think it actually cost me anything financially because rising tide raises all boats, right? I mean, like people in China found out about the game. People in Japan found out about the game. There was one day where China was like my second biggest country because some big Chinese streamer showed the game on, can't remember the name of the website now, but anyway, big Chinese streamer showed the game and he happened to show the PC version, but I'm sure he found out about it because of the mobile version.
But it's always, it comes back to what you said before. Like, it's still, if they're making changes to it, it's not your work.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, I don't think they're hurting me financially because I wasn't operating in China, really. I don't have a Chinese translation of the main version. I'm not making a mobile version. That's like such distinct markets that I think it probably, if I go back in time and told them not to do it, I'd probably make less money. But that's not really the point, right? It's like, the point is, like, I have a legacy here. I've been making games for 15 years. I have a name, right? And like, 1 Hour in Life is 100% my work. It's definitely my baby. It's something I poured my soul into and almost killed myself over for like 3.5 or 4 years, right? So to have that like taken and somebody else claim it's their work, or have that taken, and the other thing is, like, I'm updating the game every week and I'm working my ass off to do that. They can just take my updates and roll it into their version, right?
This is
I'd
true.
be like, hey China, hey Japan, you guys are in luck. We worked hard this week and we got a great update for you. It's like, no, he didn't. Like, I worked hard and drew all that stuff this week. So that didn't really feel fair, I guess, in some ways.
Yeah.
So now I've kind of like, they're doing a hard fork now, and they've changed the title of the game, and they're trying to make it very clear that it's a different game. So their game is called You Are Hope now.
You Are Hope. Someone, I think Felix wrote that in chat, asking if that is the title of the game.
Oh, so I see that. Yeah. So yeah, it used to be called 1 Hour in Life, and it looked just like my game. They were using my character and their icon. Now they've come up with their own kind of mascot character that they drew themselves, and changing the title, going to start changing the background texture, some other things to sort of make the game look distinct so that it's not so confusing. Because most people assume either that it's my game on mobile that I approved and that I'm taking a cut, or they don't know I exist and they assume that the mobile developers originated the game. I mean, that'd be a horrible future to imagine, where 10 years from now, the mobile version has blown up so big that everyone just thinks of that when they think of the game, and then it's like, oh, you're the guy who ripped off those mobile developers.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh no, that's the worst.
Yeah. So I want to, make sure that doesn't happen. So in the future going forward, like, my work is still in the public domain, but in the case of 1 Hour in Life, I'm using trademark to sort of delineate what activities are allowed and what aren't. And it's very specific, right? It's like, well, trademark only protects you in the area that you're actually engaging in trade, right? So if you have Adirondack soda or whatever, and somebody else can't create a soda company called Adirondack Soda, but somebody could make Adirondack hamburger stand, right? Because it's a different business, and there's no trademark infringement there, right? So it's like, okay, 1 Hour in Life and the way these characters look and these graphics and stuff, that's my trademark for this multiplayer game service that I'm running. So you're not supposed to run a multiplayer game service using those things in the future. These guys, the mobile developers, are kind of grandfathered in, but even at this 2 Hours One Life is interesting because it's a mod, but they're running their own servers in order to make it work. It's necessary to, if you want to have a bunch of unique objects and stuff, you have to have your own server. So their server's always been free, right? And that's been something that a lot of people have been saying, even in Steam reviews, before you buy this game, try the free 2 Hours One Life first, right?
That gets a bit rough.
And so it's that's, it's a mod, but it's definitely undercutting me, right? You can't, and if it's in the public domain, there's technically nothing stopping people from putting free 1 Hour in Life up on Steam if they wanted, right, with their own server. It's only the big server that I'm running that you're playing on costs I think it's $10 a month or something like that for that server, or maybe it's $20 a month. But I'm running a bunch of other tinier servers that can host probably easily host 100 players each for $5, right? So, for $5 a month, you could put a free version of the game up on Steam. That's within the reach of most people, right? And so it's like, wow, I'm trusting that Steam wouldn't allow that. But that's kind of a cheap, intellectually dishonest thing to be leaning on, right? Oh, the game's in the public domain, do whatever you want. But Steam won't let you compete with me.
Have you thought about doing your own demo to kind of not undercut their undercut, if that makes sense? Not that that's a great thing, but doing a small demo, a free demo of the game.
Yeah, I don't really know what that would mean exactly. I did toy with the idea of the demo of the game is that you're born as an animal. So like the pigs and the penguins and whatever
Yeah.
you see running around are actually controlled by other players. That'd be funny. It'd be a big pain in the neck to implement, so
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I also I mean, it does cost some money to maintain this infrastructure and provide, tech support and everything. So it's just like, it's hard to give a demo of this kind of game because it's an account-based thing, and I got to create this account and then somehow delete it later. It's just like, it's just kind of it's a messier. It's not like there's a short version of the game. I mean, I guess I could have demo people live only, die during childhood by force or something. Right?
It's 5 minutes, one life.
You all the demo people get cancer in their 20s.
Oh my god.
It's awful.
Well, not Dark Note. I actually think I need to wrap this up because I might get actually kicked out of this room soon.
All right,
and
excellent.
that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
Someone did ask in chat, and I'm also very interested. Is there anything you're working on next that you can tease, talk about, share? Because that was awesome. This game is really cool. Or is it just mostly focusing on whatever evolution comes from this?
Yeah, so I'm a one game at a time kind of developer. I've always done that for a long time because I found that the temptation is to get sick of the current project and start dreaming about the next one and get all excited about it. By the time you actually have time to work on the next one, because either you back burner your current project, which is always a bad idea. Don't ever back burner your current project. Finish the damn thing and ship it, which is a very dangerous temptation, I think, not shipping, right? It's
Motto of the AAA industry: ship it.
Yeah. Well, okay, you could use it, see that in a negative light, but so many independent developers get stuck in their game for like 7 years, 8 years, and then maybe never ship, right? So, shipping, not because you're gonna get sick of your project before you're done on it, and then if you start fantasizing about your next project while you're in the middle of being sick of this one, by the time you get around to being able to have time to work on the next project, like a few years from now, like you're not going to be passionate about it anymore. The flame is going to be cooled. So I don't even have a folder of other ideas. I don't even let myself do that.
That's a cool approach.
1 hour, yeah. Well, 1 hour of life is at least another year and a half because I've promised people weekly updates on the Steam release. I was like, I'm going to do weekly updates for 2 years, and I've in the past year I put out 52 updates, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's insane. Like that's a lot. But that's really cool to hear.
So like this week I'm planning. The plan this week is to put more different types of food in the game, right? And then maybe like next week I'll be doing more types of clothing. I went really high up the tech tree for a while, and we got all the way up to airplanes and like radios and stuff. And now it's like, there's some holes kind of further down in the tech tree in lower levels where it's like, oh yeah, there's still.
Wait, hold on. There are planes in this game?
There are radios, telegraphs, airplanes. What? There's oil refining.
Look, I was happy picking my berries.
Cars.
Oh my god, that's insane.
So, but you're driving around this car or flying around in a plane or refining oil or talking on a radio in your rabbit fur loincloth.
Perfect.
That's literally the only piece of clothing that can go on the bottom half of your body currently in the tech tree is the rabbit fur loincloth. So
that's great.
It's pretty funny that and I always intended that, right? The tech tree is just a sort of, I can dream it up this week and add it, and it doesn't really matter that it necessarily makes sense chronologically, right? It's just kind of whatever I'm adding into the game, because it's so big I can't really make sure it makes total sense all the time, right? And so I'm kind of going back now and like patching up some holes and making potatoes a little bit better as a food source and adding some new clothes and this kind of stuff in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I'm definitely excited to see where it goes because that was fun. I enjoyed that. I do as like for me as like a personal preference for games. I played Rust a bunch. I love these kind of building like persistent world games. So I played Raft as well recently because it was just kind of chill to hang out on a boat and try to fish some stuff up and build a raft. So this game is pretty much right up my alley. So I might jump on a home and try to see if I can actually be a productive member of society.
Maybe fly an airplane.
Maybe fly an airplane. We'll see if we get to that point. But before I get kicked out of here, I just want to say thank you very much for spending quite a bit of time with me on the stream. It was super fun hanging out. And I am excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for the opportunity.
Sweet. Well, I guess maybe we'll talk again at some other point.
Yeah, excellent. Sure thing.
I'll if you do you have any like social media or anything like that I can link to in chat and push people to in like the article?
I'll type it in right here at Jason
Perfect.
Rohrer on Twitter.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's me on Twitter, and then somebody else has been posting the 1 Hour 1 Life.
Okay.
I just pulled that up.
Perfect. And yeah, we'll include all that detail because this will then go up later on in as a news article as well because we like to repackage all these the VOD of this video and then with a little snippet of the game where people can find out more information about it. But
Right.
well,
All right,
that didn't like that
so
one.
that's the info there in chat.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. See you later.
Bye.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna just because I think that chat link might have broken. Yeah, Felix has got the link. Felix, I didn't let you down, Felix. You lived. Or you lived at least until maybe I died. I'm not sure. I died of old age. I don't know about your character. But thank you guys all for hanging out. If you are interested in it, and playing this, picking it up yourself, trying it out, 1hour1life.com, linked in the chat, also here. It's a cool game. It's fun times. I'm probably going to go play this because this is literally the exact type of game that I enjoy playing in my free time. But otherwise, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to Jason for stopping by. That was a blast. And I think we'll be back tomorrow. But otherwise, I'm just going to wave. Bye.